Yeah, hold on. Huh? Okay, go ahead. No, no, no. Hold on, hold on. No, go on top. On the user details page. Okay, not okay. Where it is? Where the user details went? Sign in to management console. Open IAM console. Make sure to sign in as IAM user who will create and use the Git credentials. Okay, so that root user you have logged in as right now. In the IAM console in the navigation pane, choose users from the list of users. Choose your IAM user. Okay. Then in the user details page, go to security credentials tab. And in HTTPS get credentials for AWS code commit generate. Okay, so you need to create users first. So go back to your IAM console and create a user. Okay, so go there and open that user. No, no, you have that IAM management console tab, right? Yeah, click on that. Yeah, you have not created the users yet. So click programmatic access. Click AWS management console and next permission. No. Yeah, custom password. Give your custom password. Then go down and I can't see that window. Yeah, yeah. And remember, and you store this username password in a separate file. Uh, right, IAM username. Yeah. And okay, don't forget the password. Huh? If you want to type, you type or you don't forget. And say require password reset. No, disable it. Otherwise, it will tell you to force you to just disable that. Otherwise, you don't want to change the password now, no? That's why. Okay, next is permissions. You can create a group over here. Yeah. And you can give the group name Sejari. Yeah, we Sejari group. Uh, double A. No, don't type group. Just say, oh yeah, group is okay. Just JAA. Sejari group. That's fine. Group also you can give. I think anything is fine. Space also is fine. Whatever you gave before is fine. Yeah, yeah. In the policy, Policy, you select administrative access. What is it? Oh, it does not contain space. It cannot give you space. Just give Sejari. Yeah. Okay. And in the policy, select administrative access so that you can have all the access. No, it's right on top. Yeah. Then create group. Yes, create group. And yeah, next tags. And that's fine. Let's remove this. That's fine. Leave it. Next review. Create user. Yes. Okay. Copy your access key ID and secret access key and store it somewhere. Okay, save this file. And now what I want you to do is before um, okay, just go ahead and click that. I think Shwetali there is it clickable? No, no. So close this, no problem. Close this. Oh, it's clickable. Huh? Okay. I want you to create one more user over here in my name. Add user and add him to the same group. You can say James underscore dev. Hmm. Programmatic access and AWS. And no, auto generated now for now, or just say I don't want to give any weak password. No, just say auto generated password for now. Just let it be there like that. Okay. And next permissions, don't uncheck that. That's fine. I will change it in case if I get access. Yeah, next permissions. Yeah. And yeah, select the group, and rest of the step is same. Okay, so yeah, you just store it somewhere. Yeah, you can click on send email. I think the send email is there now. Yeah, click on that. Maybe right click and open in a new window. Oh, it's trying to open a, you can say Google Chrome. No, I just wanted to see what it brings up. So you're not able to. Just click on that once. Yeah, just click it. Yeah, nothing is happening. Okay, okay. It's supposed to at least right click and copy the link. Okay. Okay, that's fine. You can, yeah, close this. Yeah, close it. Then click your Svetali Dev user. And there is a security credentials tab over there. Yeah. Now somewhere here there will be a link to create credentials for code commit, SSH keys or AWS code. No, one sec, it is down, no? HTTPS generate credentials. So click that. No, first you just save it. Instead of downloading, just save it. You can click show. Yeah, save this here. Click that icon if you want. Yeah, okay, save it to your this is code commit git credentials, code commit git username, you can say. This is password, so say no, you need to copy the username also, no? Yeah, you say username equal to Svetali Dev. It will, you will not know, no, whether it's username or username equal to space, give a space in between. Yeah, maximize your notepad window a little bit. Oh, you can't maximize, no? Yeah, and on the top you say password is equal to something like that. You will not understand, otherwise somebody is reading this file will not understand what you have written, no? If it is password, username, you need to describe it properly. Password is equal to, right? Okay, save this. Okay, so now go ahead and close this. Okay, so your credentials have been created, and you can see that it is active. So now go ahead and read next instruction, what is written. Okay, okay, fine. So go ahead down. Now, okay, so now you can go back to your instructions on the lab and see what it is written there. No, this is a, oh, this is a code commit ka link, na? Yeah, I think that link has gone away. You opened in the same window, that's why. So If you click back, it will be there. So now click create and see if repeat that step. What it says. Back in the code commit console, from the clone URL drop window, select clone HTTPS. Yeah, click clone HTTPS, and now that link is there, na? Copy that link. HTTPS, and store it in your file. Code commit repository. Yeah, right click and copy maybe. It's not coming. Oh, okay, I don't know. Oh, it's there, na? Yeah. Acha, acha, acha. No problem. Okay, so save this file and go back. Okay, so this repository has been cloned. Okay, now click on your repositories on the left hand side and just verify whether that repository exists. Just click repositories. Above code, na, it is that repository. Okay, so your repository is there. Okay, while writes dash site. Now go back to your lab and see what is the next step. No, lab. Go back to your lab, which is static web site hosting. I'm sorry if I'm confusing you, but we are moving left and right. Okay, now you have to clone that, right? The repository as per your name, whatever name you copied, na? Git clone with your repository you copied in git bash. Yeah, in git bash terminal. Yeah, make the can you increase the font size? Enough. Thank you. Good. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Git clone and then copy that link. Not this link. We need to copy our repository, which you have just created, right? And saved it in the file. That repository you need to copy. Maybe right click and paste it. Yeah, you can right click it and paste it. Right click is not working. Paste is there, no? Paste. Yeah, enter. So this will create that folder while writes, and it will link it to your this repository. Git will do that automatically. That we'll have to configure now. So we'll do that. Oh, it's asking for username. Okay. The username is that Git credentials that you just copied, no? What is your Git cred? Where it is? Ah, yeah. Yeah. And password is also there, no? Okay. Yeah. Save your file. Huh? That notepad is not saved. So go back to your notepad and save it. Alt Fs. Okay. Now, what is the next step? Uh, Step number G. Yeah, go down. Now populate the Git repository. So now we are going to pull the actual code. So here, before we run this command, we have to configure AWS, right? Remember last time we configured AWS? So go ahead and do that. Uh, do you have that git commands which I sent last time? Okay. Yes. Save all your files in one folder, huh? So that it becomes easier. Yeah. Um, have you saved your file? Save this file now. Download it. Okay, I can see that it's saved over there. It's down there. It's okay. Okay, go back. Yeah, it's there in your downloads folder. Yeah, you can close this. It's something is okay. It's come up. You're clicking actually 2 3 times. You know everything you're clicking 2 3 times. So it downloads 2 3 times. It saves 2 3 times. Uh, your mouse is working very fast. I think either your mouse is working fast or you are working fast. Okay. Yeah, we should do it slowly always because clicking is a little risky always. Yeah, you can go down and there will be a AWS configure space list command. Yeah. So first you type that command AWS configure list. Yeah, the go slowly. Command number 5. Yeah. Can you make that window big? Um, the yeah, this window. Yeah. Okay. Access key ID. Provide your access key. Yeah. The bash window. It's too small. Yes. AP dash. We can verify what is the. It's there on your link. I think AP dash south dash one. Verify it on your tab. Yeah. It's there, no? AP dash dash one. Yeah. Correct. So verify your configuration now by typing AWS configure space list. Yeah, list, it's there na, command number 5. Can you see it's written there, command number 5. Yeah. It's not come. Can you see? Check your AWS version. AWS dash version. No, dash version. Yeah, just type AWS dash dash version. Now version is looks fine to me. And yeah, now type AWS space configure space list. I just want to verify. Yeah, you have to repeat that step. For some reason, partial credentials found in shared missing secret access key. Okay, so just go ahead and repeat that step, whichever we did before. No, AWS configure. It's not done properly. Something is gone missing. Yeah. No, I think one sec. Hold on. Yeah, this is the access key. AIKI. No, it's not showing in your list. No, it's not saved. Where it is saved? Yeah, you're putting an extra space, huh? I think in the end. See that? After that O, you're putting an extra space. JSON, enter. Okay, type AWS configure space list. Something is weird. Okay. Yeah, go in that folder. No, now you have to go to inside that folder. It's for now. You go back to your lab, and it will say go to your folder. CD space wild rights site. Yeah, yeah, in git bash. You created a folder just now, no? In this. If you type ls, oh, hold on. Just type ls and verify. See that your site is you can see your folder. Yeah, so that folder was created when you try to clone your repository, right? Git clone you did. Okay, so now run that command. Yeah, no, not git. There's a command, no, AWS command. Yeah, yeah. Don't type it. Just copy it. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. You can type it also, but you can. Are you tired, Shwetali? Okay, you've been working. You've been didn't sleep properly. Something. Because I am more tired than you. Uh, I had a demo also, no, in the morning. Okay, okay. Now, if your credentials are correct, then this will copy correctly. Okay, so your credentials have gone through. Very good. Okay, now type ls and verify all these files in your folder. You see, everything, the full website has been downloaded and OEM. So now you can push all these files back into your code commit repository by running all these steps in step B. Commit the files into your Git service. Yeah, so git space add space dot. That is the first command you need to run. Yes, space. No, no, that's fine. Don't worry. Okay, now go with the second command. No, it worked. It worked. It's just giving you warning. Don't worry about the warnings. Um, yeah, there are some enter character, right? When you press an enter key, it creates a character or carriage written characters. It is just trying to resolve all those characters. That is what it says. LF will be replaced by CRLF. It's just a warning. Okay, all your files are up. Now push it. Git space push. Slow. Spelling mistake. Okay, now go to the next step of step number 4 in your lab. What is the step number 4? This is done. So if you can verify all these files on your code commit. If you now go to code commit, uh, just yeah, select that code commit and open the repository. All those files will be there. No repository. Yes, while right side. So it's there, no? All the files. Just now you pushed it. Okay. So now you go ahead with the next step in the lab. Yeah. Can you zoom this a bit, this window? I'm not able to, it's too small for me to read. A little bit. Enough. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, this is best. Okay, come down. Yeah, it's just relieving my eyes, my eyes were paining, so I realized it's too small for me to read. Okay, launch Amplify console. So go to your management console, type aws.com, open a new tab and type aws.com. Yeah, and now this will take you to your management console automatically. Yeah, sign. Oh, it's trying to sign in. Huh? Maybe just I don't know. Signing in will take time. Huh? Go into your IAM management console. You can use that window. It's already logged in there. Yeah. Then click services. Right, top, left. Yeah. So this is 11 o'clock position. Huh? Next time I'll tell 11 o'clock. You have to see. Look at 11 o'clock. Okay. Amplify. Okay. Then select that service. Okay. Now you're there. So now read the next step in the lab. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Is there any other option? Go down and also hold on. Oh, yeah, it is. AWS code command, no? You need to select AWS code commit. Continue. Then select your repository. Select your branch is already selected. Click, yeah, click next. Uh, Read the next step in your lab. Go down. On the configure build settings page, leave all default, click next, review, save and deploy. Okay. So just you need to click next and save and deploy. Yeah. So it's provisioning means it's creating the instance. You sent a message today little earlier, right? Start and stop instance. Actually, this is a serverless solution. You need to remember this. When you have a serverless solution, you don't have control over the instances. The AWS manages the instances for you. So you cannot start and stop the instance because you are not the one who is creating it, right? The AWS is creating the instance for you. Basically, it's creating the machine for you. So no, that is not correct. That is not correct. I'll tell you what. When you create a machine, right? Uh, it's just like, let's say you are taking electricity rent. Okay, every month you pay a bill, right? Is that right? So if you use more, you'll pay more. But let's say you switch off your light, will your bill stop? Yeah, what will be the difference? You'll still get a fixed bill, right? Because you have installed that service. You have not deregistered, you have not removed it. It's still activated. It's just that you have not started it. The only difference is when you stop it, the bill will be less. but it doesn't mean the bill will go away because the machine is still existing there, no? Yeah. Now in serverless, the good what is good about serverless? We are not creating machines, so there's nothing to stop. So if there's nothing to stop, it is quite possible when you're not using this platform, the instance won't be there till. So in serverless, now I'm not sure whether it keeps the instance alive or it stops. How does it work in a sense? But ideally, you don't control the machines. In serverless solution, AWS manages the machines for you. Yeah, if you're creating a virtual machine, then yes, stop and start. But even if you're stopped, still billing will be there. That lady was not correct uh, when she said when they're stopping, the billing will be less. No, that is not correct. Yeah, she was partly correct, but the thing is, these people who are helping you, they are not. Sometimes their knowledge is also limited, no. So you cannot expect them to know the details. So they are not really experts in AWS. Like they know everything. Uh, no issues. So now go back to AWS Amplify console uh, and copy that link, whatever master link has been created. Oh, where it is? So that link is there, no? Yeah, yeah. Test that link. Okay, so this is your website is ready now. Okay, so looks very nice, the background and everything. Even though the front end is simple text, but okay. Now it says go back to that module. It will say modify index.html, change the title or something. That step is there in your lab. Yeah. Yeah, so it says open index.html. Yeah. Uh, Shwetali, instead of scrolling using that bar, you can just click that arrow on the down. It will go very slowly. If you just click the arrows on the top and down, na? When you scroll, using this bar to scroll, na, it goes up and down very fast. So if you click that arrow mark on the top and down, it goes very slow. Yeah. Yeah. No. Okay. You see that arrow mark, right? Yeah, now go ahead and open. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Just next time use that now because you're finding it a little difficult to scroll, no? That's why. And so open index.html on your local box, modify the title, and then हाँ ठीक है ना तो open in notepad plus plus. Yeah, it doesn't matter no which editor it is. No, no, not new file. You need to open. Just now you copied all the files to your local folder, no? So it's there in. Go back to your Git bash. Yeah. What is the folder name on top? Yeah. Yeah. So all your file has been downloaded here. This folder is tied to your code commit. Remember this. Open, click open. In it, okay. No, just close this whole, I think, no problem, okay. Go ahead. C colon users. You need to right click and you need, you need to right click and open it in Notepad++. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a feeling you have not done lot of you don't spend a lot of time in computer coding and using files, huh? A lot of little tricks which you're not aware about. Edit with Notepad++. No, hold on. Shwetali, edit with Notepad++. Can you read it? Yeah. Don't be in a rush. I don't know why I'm finding you. Yeah, no. Increase the font size. View, zoom it. Always read first, okay? Before when you want to click, no, just relax, read, look from behind, see everything, then click. Now, is there any title anywhere over here? So just change to whatever they mentioned. Okay, so save this file. Yeah, now you check the next set of commands. So there will be command to commit this file to the repository. So it says no git add index.html. Okay, then it says git commit -m within quotes updated title. Okay, next command is git push. Okay, so always remember this command: git add, git commit -m, and git push. Okay. So now see the next step. I think is now once completed. Yeah, reopen the website, like refresh your page while writes, or just open your Amplify, AWS Amplify. See if it is Go to your AWS Amplify. It should try to sync it with your code commit. No, go to AWS Amplify. Yeah, it's provisioning, right? Provisioning, building. Just now you pushed a file, so it's syncing with your code commit. Yeah, whatever is in code commit, it is trying to reinstall now. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, Anushka, we'll talk about it, but just let this finish. Okay, so now you refresh your page while writes. That's the next step. It's come now. You can see while writes to the future on the top, in the title. Okay, so we are done with module 1.